Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Gamers Podcast. Look, it's been a while since we've done the last podcast, and that's pretty much due to I really don't have much to talk about. I mean, there's not much in terms of going on with gaming right now, and there's just not much I really wanted to, talk about or really put in a podcast. I think the last one we did was like in June? But mainly it was just due to the fact that there's just a lack of gaming news, and there's really nothing I wanted to talk about. So that's the reason we pretty much took a while for the podcast, took a little bit of a break. But there's probably going to be a lot more gaming news that I'm going to be talking about, so podcasts are probably going to be more relevant here on the channel, going forward. So stay tuned for that. And today specifically, or actually it was a few days ago that it was announced, big news, Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare coming to Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4 on August 17th. Listen, this is a big thing. It's not necessarily what I was hoping, and I'm gonna talk about a lot. I'm gonna talk about a lot here, and there's a lot I'm going to get into. I'm gonna go ahead and read this article, and pretty much get into it, and it's not necessarily what I was expecting. So I'm gonna get this from the Rockstar Newswire themselves. So this is an official Rockstar source, of course. Experience the epic Western adventure Red Dead Redemption and its groundbreaking zombie horror companion Undead Nightmare as both games come to the Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4 for the very first time in a single package. In new conversion by Double 11 Studios, the Switch and PS4 versions bring the two classic experiences together again for both new players and original fans to enjoy across modern consoles, including backwards compatibility with the PlayStation 5. One of the most critically acclaimed games of all time with over 170 Game of the Year awards, Red Dead Redemption tells the story of former outlaw John Marston as he journeys across the sprawling expanses of the American West and Mexico to track down the last remaining members of the notorious Vanderlyn gang in a bid to save his family. Relive or experience for the first time the events of the immediately following the epic tale of honor and loyalty in the 2018 blockbuster Red Dead Redemption 2 as Marston hunts down his former friends and outlaws Bill Williamson, Javier Escuela, and his former gang leader Dutch Vanderlyn as the era of cowboy comes to its end. Red Dead Redemption on Nintendo Switch and PS4 also includes Undead Nightmare, the hallowed story expansion that reimagines the world of Red Dead Redemption as Marston fights to survive a relentless zombie horde and searches for a cure and a spooky supernatural twist on the Western game. In addition to both classic single-player experiences, newly supported languages include for the first time simplified and traditional Chinese, Korean, Polish, Brazilian, Portuguese, Russian, and Latin American Spanish. And here's the big kicker. Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare will be $50 or $49.99 on the Nintendo Switch eShop and PlayStation Store, with physical releases arriving October 13th. Add Red Dead Redemption to your wishlist on the Nintendo eShop and PlayStation Store now to receive a notification when it becomes available. Now, obviously, if you guys can't tell already, I'm not necessarily happy about this, and a lot of people aren't necessarily happy about this. So that's pretty much the only part of the article I was going to read because it's not too big of an article, and it's just pretty much to get an idea of what's going on. So I'm literally about to go on a rant here, so just be prepared. This is not a remaster. When I first saw this on Instagram, I think it was Instagram or Twitter, I thought it was a Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare remaster, and they were remastering the game for the PS5 and Xbox Series consoles and PC and stuff like that. That's not what they're doing at all, and it's not even a remaster. It's just a port. Let's just call it what it is. It's a port. Uh, like, like I said, I'm about to go on a rant here. It's they're pretty much making a remaster, if you even want to call it that, a remake or remaster for a console that was released 10 years ago, which is the PS4. And then they're making it a backwards compatibility for the PS5. What's even the point of that? Why not just make a PS5 game? Because here's how I look at it, right? PS5 and Xbox Series are current gen consoles. They've been out for almost 3 years now, and they're just current gen consoles. PS4 and Xbox One, last gen, they're last gen consoles. So current gen is PS5 and Xbox Series. That's the way I look at it now because they've been out for so long. A lot of people already have them. If they're going to get them, they already have them, and they're widely available to get. And other people, of course, may not be able to afford it, whatever. But they have last gen consoles, which is PS4 or Xbox One. The last gen Xbox One consoles. So why are you releasing a game for last gen consoles. That's the way I look at it. They're releasing games for last gen consoles. Why are they doing that? I have no idea. But me, and a lot of other Red Dead and Rockstar fans are extremely upset about this. I've seen tons of people go on rants about it, just like me, and it's ridiculous. Why is Rockstar they're charging $50 for it? I have Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year edition. I have it for Xbox. I have uh, Red Dead Redemption, the regular story game, and I have Undead Nightmare in a package, and I could play it right now on the Xbox. This is for the same, and it's probably going to be the same exact graphics, and it has multiplayer. They're removing multiplayer from the new port, and there won't be any multiplayer. But the version I have is multiplayer. So why would I spend $50? I'm not going to buy it. By the way, I'm certainly not going to buy this. Like like certain games I'll buy. Like even if I'm a little bit skeptical about it, I'll buy it just because I would like to. But for $50, I'm not going to buy a game that virtually I already have because that's ridiculous. I already have the game, and it'll probably be worse graphics. Honestly, like when I first saw it, like I said, I was so excited because I thought we were getting a full-on remaster for PS5 and like new, the current gen consoles, and I thought it was a full blown remaster, and I just seriously thought that we're going to be getting something a lot better than this. It's ridiculous, and the nerve of them to charge $50 for a game that I already have and a lot of other people already have, and you're going to pretty much be getting the same product. Like, I can't imagine it would be that much different. Now, if it was a remaster, like a remake, I would certainly buy it. Like The Last of Us Part 1, that was a remaster for the PS5. They made it that way, and you could see a graphical difference. You could see the difference, but I just don't think there'll be much of a difference. Now, if I see videos of people playing it or whatever, and there's a drastic change in the gameplay, and that I can notice, then I'll probably buy it. But I don't think there will be much difference in the game that I have now for the Xbox and the game that I'm going to be spending $50 for. There probably won't be much of a graphical difference in terms of, that kind of stuff. So, unfortunately, Rockstar just, they failed me. How do I say this? They've lowered my expectations for them, especially with this. As a Rockstar fan, and as a Red Dead fan, you guys know I'm a huge Red Dead fan and Red Dead 2, and I've just, I'm extremely upset by this because I think it's ridiculous that they're making not even a remaster, they're just pretty much remaking a game and porting it into Nintendo Switch and, Xbox and PS4 and not even PS5. I thought it was a huge remake like I said, at first I thought we were getting a whole remaster for the PS5 and it was going to be able to work on PS5, with its abilities and stuff, but apparently that's too much to ask for. And even if it had to make us wait longer for the remaster, but let's say they announced a remaster and it came out in it was going to come out in December or whatever. If it took a while, like if they announced it and then I find out that it's going to release a while from now, it would be worth the wait. I would absolutely not mind waiting for it. I'd rather wait for a remaster than to get this garbage. Let's just call it what it is. It's garbage because it's the same game that everybody probably already has, and if they don't have it, then they're probably not interested in Red Dead enough. But it's the same game that everybody. If you're gonna have Red Dead, you already have it. Backwards compatibility for the Xbox, at least. I don't know about PS4 or PS5 and how their backwards compatibility works, and like when you have Red Dead on the PS3, because it did come out for PS3, but I'm not sure how PlayStation works, but as far as Xbox goes, everybody probably who wants Red Dead already has Red Dead for Xbox. So why would you? And it's the same game. Like I said, it's the same kind of game. Why would you get it? So it's just ridiculous at this point. I don't know why they're doing this. I feel like they're not going to make a whole bunch of sales off this because who would pay $50 for a game that they most likely already have? So I certainly won't be buying this game. And I think it's ridiculous to begin with. So I just wanted to come on here and report the news channels. It just kind of saddens me as a Red Dead fan and as a Rockstar fan that they're doing this. But beggars can't really be choosers. But like I said, I apologize for the podcast not really coming out for a while because there's been really a lack of gaming news, but there's certainly a lot of things that I have planned to talk about for more podcasts. But it was good that we took a little break anyway. Like I said, there wasn't much to talk about, but that's pretty much it for today's episode of the podcast. I just pretty much just me ranting because it was extremely upsetting to hear this kind of news after I found out, what it actually was. But pretty much that's it. Make sure to subscribe for more content, like the video, all that good stuff. Discord, Twitch, Instagram, links in the description. And the deal with the Discord is I've been banned on Discord. I'll be making an announcement video just pretty much once I figure out what to do with the Discord. Just stay tuned for that. But just for now, keep joining. If you want to join the Discord, go ahead and join it. But it probably won't be around for much longer. If I had to guess, I'm not entirely sure that that's what I'm gonna do. But just stay tuned for an announcement video about the Discord. And it's pretty much it'll just be me announcing what I'm gonna do next for Discord. But all the other stuff is still valid. So make sure to subscribe to the Instagram and Twitch and all that stuff. Comment down below what you guys think of this Red Dead stuff. I know a lot of people aren't happy about it, but comment down below what you guys think of it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.